going to be all right, baby. It's going to be OK. Hey.
Oliver, love. What's happened?
He's had a fit, quite a bad one.
Yeah, he's had one before. He's been here before.
Oh, can you take him to Bay 3, please? Look, the doctor will be here in a minute. I'm in the middle of a job, but I'll be right over.
That was the most terrifying thing I've ever seen in my life.
God, see him suffer like that.
You were really calm, though. You were brilliant. I was just useless.
Well, it's shocking, it. You know, you don't know what to do you?
Why does he keep having these fits?
I don't know.
Apart from before, he's always been a healthy, happy little boy until today. No other symptoms?
Well, the nursery said that he might be a bit delayed.
What are you mentioning that for?
Well, it might be of some use. We're just clutching at straws here.
When did this seizure start?
Well, it's about... No, sorry, go on.
I went to check on him. He was asleep in his room and he was shaking.
His whole body?
No, it was an arm and a leg to begin with.
Yeah, that's right.
Are you sure about that?
Why is that significant?
It could be.
Well, then his whole body just...
I'm going to need to do some blood tests and an EEG.
And what are they for?
As you say, this is the second time this has happened. I just want to try and find out if there's any underlying cause.
Like what?
It's too early to say.
Look, try not to worry yourself too much at this stage. We're just trying to be thorough. I'll go and sort out the EEG and blood tests.
Hey. Where's Oliver?
They've taken him for testes with Steve. So you didn't need to come.
No, I wanted to.
So, have they said what's wrong?
No, but because he's had a seizure before, they're just being thorough.
Poor lad.
He was shaking uncontrollably.
Look, at least one of us was there with him this time.
Yeah. Although Steve's been brilliant, you know, I should never have been so hard on him. I totally freaked out. He was so calm. I'm the only rubbish parent round here.
Does say that.
Maybe we're causing it somehow, you know? You know, maybe we're doing something wrong.
Like what?
Well, I don't know. You don't just have a fit for no reason, do you? What if it is his diet, or maybe his brain didn't develop properly as a baby? I don't know.
Listen to me. Andy had a seizure when he was a baby. And the doctor said at the time it was because he'd had an ear infection. It was a one-off.
Exactly. A one-off. This isn't a one-off, is it?
These things happen to kids.
Yeah. I just hate the thought that I could have done something to stop it.
Leanne, this is not your fault.
This is Miss Ward, the consultant.
And who are the parents?
Me.
Me.
My stepdad.
I'm Katrina Ward. As you know, we are running a number of tests on Oliver, but we will get to the bottom of all this.
I'm his grandma, Oliver's grandma. Steve is a twin, and something like this happened to his brother when he were little. And it turned out it were because he had an ear infection.
Oh, that would have been a febrile convulsion. They're quite common.
So you don't think it was one of those?
Well, Oliver's had 2 of these seizures in the last month, and his temperature is normal.
What, so you think it could be something more serious?
We're looking at a number of possibilities.
Can I ask you something?
Of course.
Do you think it might be epilepsy? My brother's got it, and the seizures sound quite similar.
We can't say at this stage.
But it's possible?
At this stage, we haven't ruled it out. But we only need to keep him on the ward for a little while longer, and then he'll be able to go home. We'll get in touch about the test results. If you'll excuse me. Nurse Bailey, can I have a word?
Well, at least that's good news. They're not going to keep him in.
He's going to be all right, Mum.
Epilepsy, though?
Well, she didn't say that, did she?
Well, that's what she was thinking.
Look, David leads a very full and active life.
Well, it's still a serious condition, isn't it? There's no cure for it.
Don't think there is.
Well, I guess he wasn't diagnosed until he was an adult.
How old?
19. He collapsed at the wheel of Grand's car, and they did tests and scans.
So is it worse if you get it as a kid, then?
I don't know. I mean, you'd have to ask the doctor.
Yeah, well, she doesn't want to commit, does she?
I'm sure when she knows, you'll know.
Well, it's like my mum says, you know, they can't be that worried if they're going to let him out, me.
Well, from what we've seen already, the seizures are pretty horrendous, whether it's epilepsy or not. It says here you can get migraines, absences.
If David gets there, sometimes he just zones out. You wave at him and he's lost consciousness, and then he comes out.
Do you know what? I'm going mad here.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said anything. I freaked you out.
Well, it does sound like it could be epilepsy, doesn't it?
Yeah, and if it's epilepsy, it can be managed.
Oh, Doctor, are we ready to discharge Oliver Battersby?
I just want to run one more test before I send him home.
But I thought we'd done all the tests for epilepsy.
I have.
So you're thinking it might be something else?
As I said to his mum and dad, I can't speculate at this stage, but Oliver hasn't recovered as quickly as I would have hoped, and the description of his seizure sounded worrying.
All right, so when do you think he can leave?
About an hour or so.
Right, thanks.
Hi, it's Ed. I'm probably working right now, so I can't take your call, but if you leave me a message, I will get back to you as soon as I can.
Hiya, love. It's me. I'm still at work. I might be here for a bit longer. Oliver Battersby's been brought in with his family, and they're really worried about them. And I just want to be here for them. Look, I shouldn't be much longer, but I'll drop you a text when I'm leaving. All right, love. Bye. Won't be much longer.
Here we go. Home sweet home.
Put him straight to bed.
No, he said he was thirsty in the car. I'll get him a drink. Just put him on the sofa.
Right, I'm gonna run to bed.
All right. Night, Si.
Night, little mum.
Night, love.
Hey, shall I get you one of those strawberry smoothies you like?
It's all right. I'll get it.
It's going to be like little Lord Fauntleroy.
Well, he was always spoilt long before he was poorly.
It's a strawberry smoothie. It's hardly a trip to Alton Towers, is it?
Hey, if that's what he wants, that's what he can have.
I think he needs a good night's sleep.
I know how he feels. I just hate leaving him, that's all.
You can stay here if you want.
Yeah, you can sleep on the sofa.
Really?
Yeah, of course you can.
Well, that's a great idea because I can keep an eye on him through the night and you guys can get a proper night's sleep.
You know, we really are back on good terms.
Well, something like this puts everything into perspective, doesn't it? You know, I mean, he's got 4 amazing parents, super gran, and whatever is wrong with him, he's got a loving family to get him through it all.